You know, it took me way longer to get up to this spot than I care to admit. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all have had a wonderful day so far. I've made so. Oh god. And that is why it takes so long. I have made some progress, as you can see by the giant conveyor line thing. We have finished up. Well, somewhat. Don't mind the placement. It will eventually be dug out. Well, maybe not. Might have like an actual refining room and assembly room eventually, but I think we are doing pretty good so far. It took forever. So, what I ended up doing was building one of those drill rig things. I can show you. Probably be easier. I built one of these things over at the new place. There. And I made it a little neater. I ground away the stair things as I came down. Ooh. Apologize. I ground down the ramps as I came down, and it looks a lot neater now. It's still just a giant T, but we'll make him look pretty after a while, especially once we get the pipelines and stuff going. But that's kind of what I want to do today, is start laying out where we want to put the rooms at, because we're gonna need some form of refining room, an assembly room, and I want to make it look good too. Plus we have to think about this being like a main location almost, you know? I want to plan for a bigger facility. So let's set that there. Ooh, and I did get new tools, because it was just the cobalt that needed it. That is just like an interior light. That is not what I was hoping for. Okay, let's try a different one. What the hell? LED spotlights. Okay. That's new. Sure. I'm just gonna place this down for now because I don't really have anywhere else to look at. Put everything back. Get all my stuff off. And apparently I don't have 4 tempered gas. That's fine. Whatever. At least now I can see what I'm doing. To an extent. Let's make it 2. Because I still want it to reach this front edge. Yeah, like that. Now, event controller. And large industrial. We want the AND gate switched on because we want both of them to be above 60% before it shuts off our drill system. Toggle block it off, otherwise turn it on. That should be all we need. And this, we can turn its volume down to 20, what about? Cool. And it is set for stone, so we should be okay. It will fill up that large moving with that large cargo really fast. So here's to hoping we can do it or not. Alright. Cool. Let me just show area. Whatever. It'll be fine. I'll just put it back to how it was. Never really used those buttons, so don't know what they do. Figured I'd try it. I don't care. But yeah, as you can see, it's already starting to heat up a lot of this stuff, and it will make it nice and smooth.
Critical.
And we'll be able to play around with it. It'll be good. So, I want to make something to get around. Driving this thing is nice. Nari did a very good job. It survives. But now I want something I don't necessarily have to worry about crashing, per se. It does worry me when I have a lot of stuff like that and it is just a small grid. So let's go ahead and get some of this dug out, because I want to build a platform to where I can build on. And it will be kind of our makeshift garage, parking spot, whatever you want to call it. And I could probably get rid of that basic assembler, but, you know, sunk fallacy and all that. There we go. And maybe one more.
Energy low.
Actually, it'll probably be a couple more, to be honest with you. Because it's gonna be down a little ways. Because I basically want to make the parking lot like right here. Because, well, I say parking lot. I want to build a helicopter. Because I have only... Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, that'll show me. I've only built a helicopter a couple times, and it can be difficult, but it's fun at the same time. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Makes sense in my head. But my idea being that I can use it to fly around and scout, and then come back, land that, and take out either a rover or a plane, and do what I want to do with it. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. What is that? 5, 6, 7? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. Yeah, we can do 8. Kind of like that. Now, I only want to go so far on this side because I'm going to need a ramp over there to be able to get up and down. But this way, I can go kind of as far as I want. Yeah, that should be enough. I can live with that. And then what we can do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just make it 9 because even and odd numbers. Park you there.
Fuel critical.
We'll get you on the platform, buddy, don't worry. And then what we can do here is come down the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So what was that? 3 on each side? Kinda like that. And then we'll fill it in. Basically what I'm doing is making, ooh, you know what? Better idea. Just to make it look better. Come back. Me and my short legs. Oops. Oh no, I'm right. There we go. Just to make it look better, we will do the half black thing. Yeah. And then it should be, and that's the inside. I want the outside one, which is in one of these. Basically, is that what I want? Something along those lines. Yeah, that could work. That's 3, 4, 5, and then this thing. Basically what I'm going to do is give it a shape, because then we can do that inside corner that we had. Kind of like that. At least I think so, right? That does match up. Yeah, it does. And then we just put a square here. And that'll be our foundation. Hopefully. I think it looks okay. We'll find out. There we go. Do that one. And we will see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. Let me get all this welded up, and I will be back with you shortly. Should have a bunch of stuff being turned into ingots, right? Because I had the survival kit turning it into. Alright. Should be good. Got a little pathway here. I still got to do this one edge, but that shouldn't be too bad. And then, looks like, I forgot one block. Cool. So, what I want to do next is get to building something. Because who doesn't want to fly? I mean, honestly. But that is going to require something to fly in. So I have started something small. Not sure how well it's going to go. But, you know, never know. Let's see. Basically what I want to do is try to follow this and make a helicopter out. It shouldn't be too hard, hopefully, I say, when I'm the one who's terrible at doing stuff like this. But I guess it's really just going to depend on how everything matches up. I've never built with this cockpit before. It's part of a pack from Spacebar, so we will see how well it works out. You know what we could put in there? Is an ore detector. So we will do that. Now this isn't gonna have any cargo capacity. So it's just gonna be working off of basically flight, and that's it. It's just meant for scouting. So I don't need this thing to be utterly massive. So hopefully we can kind of work with that. That's the plan. Something like that. I am gonna need wheels or something to land on. And we do have plane parts. So the landing wheels are part of that. We can try them. I don't know how well they work. I for sure don't want to use... Maybe that'll work. I for sure don't want to use the folding ones, because those I know have had issues before. There's really no slanted ones, is there?
Fuel critical.
Besides, like, these ones, which kind of just do that. And those even might be a little big. But I could see something like that. Yeah. Because then we can bring this shape down a little bit. And with this one, we can give those wheels a little cover. I don't know how that will look when it's welded up, but we can find out. This will also help me kind of visualize the size of this thing when I go to finish it. Because now I can see that we can change this out. Kind of like that. And do something like that, how we had it. Yeah. Match it on both sides. Now that's gonna be a weird front end, but I kind of like it. 7 construction, 1 large steel tube. Now this is just gonna be a small thing, so it definitely does look unproportional compared to everything else. But I mean, that's it. This thing's gonna be used for scouting only. And I'm sure it'll change over time too. I mean, I'm gonna add stuff, take it away, make it look a little different. All of that. So it's definitely not going to be the finished product. I am, however, going to need this stuff. I'm also going to need the stuff for both batteries. So let's get those. All components put to production. That should be done here shortly. My main reason for building this, honestly, is going to be because I want something to go a little quicker and be able to scout around, because I don't know if the abandoned settlements and all of those mods are actually working. So this will kind of help me figure that out. I don't want to start taking mods out, putting them back in, only because I haven't traveled all that far. So I want to give myself a little leeway and make sure I'm doing it properly before I start switching things around. I still have the assertive combat systems and the assert bunkers out for the time being. So that is still a thing. We want an ore detector. Lights. What I can do, get rid of that, and don't you have things? Apparently not. Good with the wheels. Where's it at? That's offset light, offset spotlight. That's what I want. I don't think I pulled out what I wanted to pull out. Let me check. Yep, there's that. And still need stuff for that. Okay. And then, yeah. Successful drone. Don't have any tempered glass. Can I even make tempered glass? I should probably look for that. To be fair, that's probably, yeah, I need tempered glass for that team. I'm probably going to need quite a bit of it, honestly, for the other stuff. Can we? Cool. So let's just make 100 of that. And I will need stuff for that. And then I should be able to... That one's full. That one still needs computers. Did it not give me the computers? Is there a reason you didn't give me computers? Do we not have computers? We're gonna need to put Izzy's on the base here soon, just so it keeps up with certain parts. What did you give me parts for? Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Did you not give me the rest of the parts for my battery? There we go. Good. Now I am going to need a connector, which can be massive in the grand scheme of things, but maybe not as big as we think. Because if I get rid of these, put that there, I think we'll be good. We'll see how it goes. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on with this thing? Stay off. You too. What in the world? Why? I will fix that with voxel hands later, but why did you do such a thing?
Fuel critical.
Show area, please. Yeah, your area is not here anymore. Is it considering me the area? I guess so. That would be why. Okay. Well, you can turn back on then. Okay. That explains a lot. Wonder how much under this is fucking ground down then. Yeah, I will fix that later. Just to bring it back to normal. I might just revert voxels temporarily and then just dig this trench out and remove all this with voxel hands. But yeah, that's just weird. Okay, back to what I was doing. Putting a connector on. And then what we can do is put this back here. And then we can make it work. It's gonna look very ugly. This thing's gonna be an abomination. But it'll be my abomination. How about that? And then we can start putting the tail on. Looks better than I thought it would. Well, temporarily, because I don't have all the hard lines in. Kind of just molds together. Yeah. And then what we can do something like that. And I believe there is something like that actually. That might be a little more beneficial. No one's supposed to get rid of this. There we go. It's kind of like a cowling almost. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yep. There we go.
Fuel critical.
I'm getting all mixed up here. Perfect. And now... I can get up here. Aha! We are gonna need gyros. Probably only one, to be honest, but it will be enough. If it is too much for two of them, I will just turn one off for a temporary, basically just a backup. Production, please. There we go. Then I just need the construction components. But we have to be able to see where this thing's center of weight is. So one thing I am going
Energy
to do
low.
kind of just put some blocks around the rotor here. And then cut it loose. Because it should still move, even with the wheels how they are. Oh god. Hit. Did I break something? Ooh, it's kinda touchy though. There we go. Let's let's get a handbrake on that. Thank you.
Fuel critical.
Yeah. May not be perfect, but it's mine. Now, that is horrible. Yeah, that's kind of terrible. So, when working with the aerodynamics block, you want as much of that purple and yellow lines, you want them to be on top of each other. The purple is going to be your center of mass, where the yellow is center of drag. And you want them on top of each other as much as possible. Now, in a small build like this, it's not going to matter too much, because I'm going to have enough thrust to kind of overdo any of the drag that we get. But you are definitely going to want those on top of each other. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go get our parts. I think I just got the same one twice. Did I not finish the connector? That's stuff. Whatever. It was just spare stuff. But you are going to want those two lines on top of each other as much as possible. And now we still don't have any thrust per se, but we're about to change that. We can see what kind of motor looks best, and then I am going to use the large blades, just because it looks better for the most part. And then this doesn't necessarily look all that great either. That's not bad. And now we do need a bit of space for this thing. We want black forward on top of not that. Give me these two back. I need a platform to stand on. There we go. So if we grab this and put it there. Let's go get our parts. Nice. Now what I'm also gonna do is grab a couple of these small propellers and put them on here. I have to move those wheels back. I don't know, let's find out. Can I put one of these gyros to override always and just hold level for me?
Fuel critical.
For the most part. I might be able to stick a wheel on it back end, you know? If I can get it to where that can hang off the edge and I can build onto it, we might be in good shape.
Fuel critical.
Oh god. Forgot about that. Nine. Like that. Perfect. It's like a chasm. Just comes out of nowhere, man.
Fuel critical.
Get some of those. And some of those. Do your thing. Construction component. And cool. And let's get rid of that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh no. Well, we know it works. Jesus. Oh, come on. Give me where I can touch wheels. There we go. Whew. Okay, so this does not need to be an override anymore. All of you turn off, please. Cool. And then props, I'm just gonna group you because I don't need to do anything else with you. There's not like any settings besides an override on them anyway. Wheels, don't need anything special besides just all having a strength of let's say 13. Ore detector, max range. Gyros I'll just leave there. Connector, cockpit. These I will save though, because we can put them as a connection point.
Fuel critical.
Cool. Let's get the rest of these built up, and that should be it. Now, if you're wondering why I have these two, those two propellers on the back, it's so they can actually counteract each other, and I can strafe without needing to worry. Because the propellers only go in one direction, you can't really reverse with them. So you need a backwards propeller to do that. The way I get around it is just by putting one on each side. And then I'll control forward and back with the front prop. Switch lock. Recharge on off. On off for props and wheels on off. Okay, I have 146 days of power. Oh, sweet Jesus. And then I do need
critical.
a beacon. Where, oh where can we shove a beacon? Can I put one there? Possibly. Yeah, choose a square one. Try it out. See what happens. See what it does. Make those noises. Give me the one. Thank you. I forgot to weld you up. I apologize. Okay. I think we are ready for our maiden voyage. Minus nowhere really to connect, but screw it. We'll figure it out as we go along. Now, you ready? Okay, we're on auto. Gyros seem good. We do have tilt and roll. Wheels are on. I'm going to put the handbrake on, just for if we land somewhere. Oh god, that's loud. Like, really loud. I apologize. Are we moving forward? I hope we're moving forward. I can't tell. I think we're moving forward, but also I can't see at all. This weather is utterly terrible to take off when I do this. We're flying though. That's cool. Let's head out over the water. See what we get. Ooh, man, we are cruising too. Sweet. See, now we can go anywhere. And that's a great thing too, because needing to... Ooh, what the hell? Needing to drive everywhere is not a pain, but can definitely make things difficult. And then I can also strafe because of my rear propellers. Connecting could be an issue later down the road, but that sounds like a me problem for another day. I just want to see what's over here. Oh, it's my unknown signal. I haven't gotten one of those yet, so I probably should. Be good practice for landing. Alright, coming in easy. Okay. Don't lag on me like that. Jesus. Oh, you are on a slant. Okay, that makes more sense. I was thinking it was like somewhat close to level when it's not. Are my wheels like not doing anything? No, not really. I'm just top heavy. Okay. I can live with that.
Critical.
It's like a little personal helicopter anyway. What do we got? Ooh, credits. Nice. And then... button. Is that the button? Yeah. Cow drill. Lovely. Thank you. That is a loud takeoff. Ooh, what's that? Frontier outpost, huh? That could be dangerous. Because I don't have any guns. I don't think I can even see it, really. I really need to get rid of, like, most of those. I'll keep that one and that one. And that'll be it. What is over there that I can see the signal from it? I don't know. I didn't put a thing over there, so whatever. See, seeing it is gonna be a problem. Because it is dark. The fog's gone away, thankfully. But, yeah. I can't even see it. And I don't want to get too close to where it starts spawning stuff either. Okay. Well, let's head on back home and see what we can figure out. Yeah, we're 4K away already. This is great. I like traveling like this. Oh, hey, Niter. Alright, you guys ready to try landing this thing? See how well we do. Or well, I do, anyway. I landed on the side of a hill, though. Shouldn't be utterly terrible, to be fair. I think we will do just fine. Cancel the forward momentum. And then let's come down to where we can see what's going on. Lights on that road are bright. I'm kind of thankful for it at this point. Yeah, we're good. Just like that. And then we shut the props off to keep our battery up. And then we can use the wheels. Nice. Just like taxiing on a runway. I like it. The only thing I might add is a couple wings for stability. And then, because those will help us stay straight, or more level anyway when going forward. And then we also want probably one atmospheric thruster.
Fuel critical.
Just because going like in the forward direction, I have to tilt this thing down towards the ground, and unlike real life helicopters, the prop doesn't tilt with it, or doesn't tilt separately. So I might add just one atmospheric thruster just to offset that a little bit, even if it's like one of these large flat ones. Can we put the flat ones on there? That's just the large flat ones. I want, I guess it's under this. Even if it's just like one of these. That should help it go forward at least. And then I'll grab some steel plate. We could put some small wings on it. Believe it or not, this is actually going to help it fly. The way aerodynamics works is kind of like a reverse wing. You want, how do I describe it? You want a lot of the lift generated from the ramp going downwards. So thing with this... Oh, that actually needs a metal grip. Did that one get one? No. So the thing with that little helicopter is those propellers put out so much thrust that I'm kind of overcoming any lift issues with that. If you have something bigger, it very well could be a issue of lift. And one thing you can do is, instead of these slopes going upwards, you would build more with it going like this instead of this way. You kind of want to lift off or swim through the air rather than glide, if that makes sense. Think about building a boat and how the hull is shaped, with most of the slants going like this. That's how you want to do it. Hopefully that makes sense. But I think we got ourselves a little helicopter. I'm happy. So proud. No, that should work. Let's test it really quick because we do have time. Wheels are on. We want handbrake on, just so we don't go anywhere. And then we are lifting off. Now, if I were to keep the crosshairs level, that thruster is going to help us go forward. And that's kind of what I want. I don't want to cheat and put one going the other direction, because I feel like helicopters don't necessarily have that. But just to go forward, I want to be able to get that little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to be pointed at the ground like this the whole time and constantly have to go up and down with the nose just to get a little bit of momentum. This is nice though, you have to admit. Well, I'll tell you what, I am gonna keep flying around because this is fun. And I kinda like doing it. Ooh, I am cramped in this thing too. But I'm also going to get some stuff ready for another project we're going to be working on next, which is carving out that mountain and possibly making a little cargo truck. So we're going to be doing 2 projects in once next episode. That way we can always keep something going and keep having something to do. Woo! And I'll tell you what, this thing doesn't look half bad for the abomination that it started out as. I can get used to this. I won't hear any of you. But with that, I am going to leave it there. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. Oh God. And I will see you all in the next episode. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see you all next time. Have a good day, everybody. I'm gonna go play with my new toy. Almost just crash landed right into the ground as I ended it.